Is an extraordinary story this evening. It's not as big a shock as it might be in a normal week, but
In a stunning turn of events,
Sadio Mané's story at Liverpool was never ordinary, and now, the whispers of a dramatic return to Anfield are stirring football fans worldwide. After conquering England and Europe with Liverpool, lifting the Champions League and the long-coveted Premier League trophy, Mane departed in 2022 seeking fresh challenges. But what followed was a roller coaster, an underwhelming stint at Bayern Munich and a money-spinning move to Nassr that now appears to have left the Senegalese forward craving more than just fame and fortune. The fire to compete at the highest level burns strong within him, and there's only one place that feels like home: Liverpool. His time in Germany didn't go as planned. While the signing was initially seen as a major coup for Bayern, it quickly turned sour. Injuries limited his impact, and the infamous clash with Leroy Sane after a Champions League tie hinted at deeper frustrations behind the scenes. Despite flashes of brilliance, it never clicked the way it had under Klopp. Within a season, Bayern were ready to move on, and Mane was lured to the Saudi Pro League by Al Nassr in a high-profile switch alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. It was a move driven by ambition and financial reward, but as the months ticked by, it became clear that Mane wasn't fulfilled. In Saudi Arabia, he scored goals and made headlines, but something was missing: purpose. The competitive edge, the packed stadiums with passionate fans, the roar of a Champions League night, none of that could be replicated. For a player who rose from humble beginnings to become one of Africa's finest exports, the game has always been about more than money. Now, reports suggest Mane is actively exploring a return to Europe, with Liverpool mentioned prominently among possible destinations. The very idea has ignited social media, with supporters reliving the memories: his debut goal against Arsenal, his rocket at the Etihad, his vital contributions in Madrid, and countless moments of pure brilliance. But while the romance is powerful, the footballing questions are just as pressing. Mane is now in his 30s, and Liverpool's attack has been rebuilt with younger, faster options. Would Klopp be willing to adjust his plans for the sake of bringing back an icon? Yet, Klopp knows better than most the kind of mentality Mane brings: relentless, fearless, humble. In a team that sometimes lacks that edge in tough away matches or high-pressure moments, his return could inject more than just goals. It could reignite a sense of identity, a reminder of the hunger that defined Liverpool at their best. There's also the question of where Mane would fit tactically. Could he rotate with Diaz? Play a central role behind Nunez? Serve as a mentor to the next generation? These are the kinds of dilemmas Klopp thrives on solving, especially with a player he already trusts deeply.